returner.
Jake Amos, along with Mitch Wright.
Sorry, Marv, that's Mitch Wright back here.
Also,
Big correct, he's not midfielder, it's Mitch Wright back here. Number 1.
Tiger set the kick. Good high kick.
Swilinski also does the kicking here. Kicks it clear down to the 5-yard line, and here comes Jake Amos. Amos on a carry, Marv gets about to the 30-yard line. Decent return there for the Cougars.
He just catches it, takes it right up the gut, right in the middle. So. Comes up the line, under snap, 2 back set.
Danny Reed, Marv, he met right at the line of scrimmage, but he squirts ahead maybe for a yard. Good job there by the Shadyside Tigers there.
Danny, I mean, remember the St. Mary's game is nothing but a mud fest through that whole game, and there wasn't anybody clean it come off the field.
Look for Frontier to try to come out early and try to control the clock with their running game. Now short side of the field here, Mossberg up to the line, under snap, 2 back set, 2 wide. Amos on the sweep, Marv only gets a couple. Amos, Marv, has been hampered the past 2 weeks with the flu. I mean, he's been really down. Had a bad case of the flu. He did go back to school today, Marv, but look for him not to be as strong as he has been all season long.
So Frontier faced with a 3rd and 6.
Give Amos 3 yards on that carry. Single back set this time, Mark.
Mossberg the line 2 wide, or 3 wide, 2 top screen, 1 at the bottom. Mossberg rolls back.
Got some pressure. And it's knocked down, Mark, by number 10. He had a man in Jake Amos. Good play. That's Luke Hart, Marv. He's dandy out there, number 10 for the Tigers.
Yeah, the Tigers execute that real well, Shane. Stayed right with that.
Dominic.
Amos was open. Anthony just didn't get the ball up high enough to get over.
He seen Amos there. He thought he had him, but Lucart jumps up and knocks it down. Luke set to kick here. High kick, Marv. Fine kick. Takes a fair catch right around the 30-yard line.
On a fair catch.
High formation.
He's back to pass already, Marv. He's got some time. He's looking deep. Amos is there pretty good, Marv. Number 30, the intended receiver. He said Lyle Burkhart, but he threw the ball 42 times last week, Marv, if the papers are correct. I mean, talk about a passing game. I'm not sure how many completions he had out of those 42 attempts.
Yeah, I believe your secondary here is going to get a lot of work out tonight, I figure.
And you got to get some pressure on the veteran quarterback, Marv. Number 40 on the carry. Give him about 7 yards on that carry. Javicic on the carry. He's been hampered with a little bit of injury, but pretty good right there. Mitch Wright on the stop. Corey Creighton. Give him 8, brings up a 3rd and 2.
Trisky to the line, high formation.
Big running room there, Marv. First down yardage and more. Slam down right around the 47-yard line. Javicic, Marv, looking pretty good here. Carrying the ball. Mossberg on the stop for the Cougars.
Trisky to the line, two-man back set, hand off up the middle.
I mean, they got all kinds of holes there. Too much No choice for the running backs to run through. Frontier defensive line has to step up.
With the tackle again.
Too many tackles in the secondary here early on in the first quarter for the Frontier Cougars.
He picked up 9 yards on that carry, Shane, so it's 2nd and 1.
That gets into Frontier territory right around the 44-yard line.
Whiskey to the line, I formation.
Fumble Marvin, he is manhandled there. Cody Honey was right there, Marv, real quick, coming in a hurry, along with Don Luce, Nick Kidd, and also Danny Reed. So Frontier, Marv gets a break there. Loose ball on the field, Swilinski does good to get on it. They lose about 3 yards on that play.
Good wet night. I believe that's probably about the first wet night we've had to play on Friday night. So this is actually going to test a lot of teams tonight.
Yeah, been a very dry season here in Southeastern Ohio anyhow, with the exception of the flood weekend. We didn't even play that night. First down, Marv. Taylor Jovicic on the carry. He's been the workhorse here on their first possession. They went to the air one time and it was incomplete. Since then, it's been Jovicic on there every carry.
Sucking right up, he taking it right up the middle on him, Shane. So just right now, just hard-nosed football. You got 7:50 left on the clock in the first quarter.
Ball on the Frontier 37. Swilinski up to the line, 2 wide, 2 back set. Jovicic on the carry, Marv getting him about 4 or 5 more yards.
Taylor Jovicic on the carry. Seconded by Danny Reed.
Danny Reed on the stop for the Cougars.
Looks like we had Tyler Harris out there right on the
Second down,
line.
6 at the Cougar 33.
I believe you're right, Marv.
Swilinski on the snap, 2 back set.
Quick pitch outside to Jovicic. Amos on the tackle, Marv. Looks like he got the first down.
Taylor Jovicic on the carry. Stop made by Jake Amos.
Looks like he's brought down about the
Right on the 25-yard line. Shadyside is using a lot of clock here, Marv, and uncharacteristic for the Tigers, they're keeping it on the ground. Frontier Cougars got to buckle down now, Marv. The Tigers
coming
inside
into the red
30.
zone. So
7:01 remaining in the first quarter.
I formation.
There's a good play by Danny Reed, I believe, that time, Marv. Got a good hit on it.
Hit right at the line on that one, so.
Tackle made by Danny Reed.
Reed's been in and out on quite a few tackles already, Marv. Greeny's got to get more involved in there from the inside backer position. 2nd and 10. He didn't get anything on that.
Swilinski is on the snap. Stay with the I formation. Good. Quick pitch out there.
You don't run against Anthony Mossberg, Marv. It's the worst side to run the ball on. I'm telling you, he's one of the most sure tacklers in the area. And they might get a yard, and that's about it. They got 3rd and long. If you watch any Frontier film, Marv, you do not run on the side of number 2.
Anthony, he covers this corner side here real well. Tight, he plays on the passing. He's real good hands on the passing.
Big 3rd and long now play here for the Tigers. Swilinski up to the line, now under snap. He's got a man right in the middle of the field. Marv, that's Burkhart, and he's in for 6.
Touchdown, Shadyside!
Anyway, they go to the air for the 2nd time. Right in the middle of the field, wide open.
Yeah, Niall Burkhart, Marv, they picked and grind away on the ground all the way down the field. They got it to 3rd and 9, and they found Burkhart in the middle of the field open. He's in for 6. Tigers up early here, 6-0 from Fleming Field.
You got 5:45 left on the ball.
Kicker is Eric Swilinski.
Swilinski set to kick.
Good. 5:45 remaining first quarter. Shadyside 6.
Shadyside 6, Frontier 0. So Swalinski sets a kick here, Marvin. The Frontier Cougars find themselves down 6-0.
Second time this season, they went down first through this small wall, and then we go down again here. So.
Actually, Buckeye Trail had a lead on them too there in the first half, Marvin. We played them at home. This is their first deficit they faced this season on the road. Back deep for the Cougars, number 4, Jake Amos, number 1, Mitch Wright, number 9, Dave Bernoni. And they kick it straight away to Jake Amos.
Jake Amos brings it right up the gut, swings it wide.
Amos gets out of bounds, Marvin, right around the 27-yard line. Burkhardt on the stop.
Not too backed up.
Mossberg trying to keep, and he ain't got much, Marv, but he's making something here, trying to. Still on his feet, Marvin. He gets about
8 yards on that.
Yeah, I'd say give him 5 anyhow. Boy, there was nothing there, Marv. Mossberg does good to get outside. Dom DeVolio on the stop for the Tigers. Frontier's got to give Mossberg a lot of credit there, Marv, as he made something out of nothing.
Rain still coming down, Shane, just kind of little missed sheets.
2nd and 5, I formation backfield, 2 wide, and Mitch Wright and Don Lutz. Mossberg up to the line under snap. Amos on the carry, Marvin. He does good to get by the 35-yard line.
You're going to look like he's short for half a yard. Good fake hand off of Nathan, Shane. Amos started the other way and then went around the other end.
Third down 2.
Brings up a 3rd and 2 now for the Cougars. 4:30 remaining. Tigers up 6-0. Triple I formation. Mossberg up to the line.
Amos
and they go to Jake Amos.
He did get the first
Boy, it's going to be close, but I think he did get it. Good. Amos hits the hole so quick, Marv.
Jake Amos on the carry.
First down, Frontier. Are they going to bring the sticks out, maybe? It looks first down from here.
Look like it'll bring the sticks out.
Bart Boner on the stop.
Boner on the stop for Tigers, the river transfer. 4:10 remaining in the first quarter. Mossberg under snap. Quick pitch back to Amos. Not much going there that time for Jake Amos. Marv gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Jake Amos on the carry.
He had a little bit of a hole machine, but they set up real quick. And we need to hold him walking a little longer.
Stevens on the tackle once again, Marv, and somebody's got to pick him up because he's been called, I think, last 2 or 3 times getting the tackles there. 3:20 remaining in the first quarter. Cougars now back up to the line. Short side of the field. Mossberg up to Creighton, now under snap. 2-back set, Don Lutz bottom.
Danny Reed right up.
Look at Danny Reed, the hammer. Look at him, Marv. Breaks a big one. How about Danny Reed?
Picks up first down block. Good fake hand off third to Reed, Shane.
I told Ryan coming up here, Marv, as he's unable to be in the booth with us right now because they only allow 2 up here. I said this is Danny Reed type weather. The hammer breaks the biggest gain of the night for the Cougar offense.
Danny hit that hole hard. He hit it quick, Shane. Danny looked like he's playing with good 100% tonight.
Down to about the 43 of Shadyside. Mossberg up to the line. Quick snap there, Marv. I'm not sure. No penalty flag down.
Hey, Mossberg on the keeper.
Give Mossberg about 7 on that carry. I think Mossberg was even full with the snap. He gets 9 yards on the carry.
Winding down, Shane, after 2 minutes now.
Doesn't look like 9. Looks like I'm about 8 yards from here, but we're taking. And we're winding down here in the final 2 minutes of the first quarter. Frontier down 6-0. Mossberg up the line, 2-back set. Mossberg on the carry. Looks like he's got the first down.
Anthony Mossberg, the ball carrier. Stop made by Steve Luckhart.
Luckhart on the stop, and Stevens once again. That Stevens must be their main tackler, Marv, at least thus far. Swerlinski, Marv doesn't even play defense, at least he ain't in here on this series. Mossberg up the line.
Jake Amos up the middle.
Amos still on his feet. Look at Amos. Late hit there, Marv. I think he was just
shoved on.
Yeah, it wasn't dirty or nothing. He was just trying to, he was going with the play.
Gained at least 5 yards on that, Kaner 6.
Also, Philly Ferlini.
But they're really getting a running game established here now. Late in the first quarter, down 6-0. 1:20 remaining. Cougars back up to the line. Two back set. Greenwood now in there at fullback for the Cougars.
Two back, high formation.
Amos on the carry, and he's down the middle of the field. Amos in for 6. Frontier right back on Shadyside. And we're knotted at 6.
Amos takes it right up the gut, right up the middle in the face of Shane. Good hard-nosed run right there. Good blocking.
It might be flu season, Marv, but I said you can never cut the head off a snake. Amos, I mean, was very sick yesterday, but he's not shown it there on that carry.
Was he sick, Shane, or was it just the butterflies in the stomach?
I don't think, if he had butterflies, he had over 20 of them, because I heard he vomited quite a bit there yesterday, but good to see him out there tonight.
Definitely good to see him, Shane. I mean, you need Amos and Green in the backfield give you so much good versatility of weapons.
Lute set to kick now.
It's up. And it's good.
Frontier kicks it through. They take a 7-6 lead. Donnie Lutz kicks it through the uprights. That's good to see Donnie, Marv. He struggled a bit on the PATs, but he kicks that one right through. Frontier 7, Shadyside 6.
The Frontier.
Lutz set the kick. Back deep for the Tigers is DeVoe, Stevens, and Luke Burkhart. 1:07 remaining here in the first quarter, and it's been a pretty good first quarter here amongst these two high school football teams.
Good low line kick right through that.
Kicks it right down to about the 12-yard line. Looks like the kicker, Mark Donnie Lutz, on the stop for the Cougars. Greenwood was there, but couldn't quite get him right. Lutz comes in, gets the help. Good job there by Donnie Lutz. Along with Tyler Harris, as you said there, Marv, the freshman, getting quite a bit of playing time this season at the varsity.
Actually a good kick, Shane. I mean, for this type of weather.
The rains aren't heavy, Marv, but you know it's got to be slick out there. Swerlinski comes out, Marv. He's got 3 receivers, 1 lone back, and that's probably Jovicic. Swerlinski's got 16, and he is hit hard. Met by one of the Frontier's hardest hitters, number 7, Greeny, Marv. Heath Greenwood on the stop. Decent gain there by the Tigers, tackled right around the 35.
Greeny needed, and straighten out like that, Shane, he needed to come over and cover him a little more tighter.
Give him 8 yards on that reception there, brings up 2nd and 2. Swerlinski up to the line. He's got 1 lone wide top screen, 1 in a slot right off the
tight end.
Yeah. Pass is incomplete, Marv. Swerlinski just threw that a little bit too quick, Marv, real short.
That, Shane.
I think that was Burkhart, the intended receiver. 19 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Frontier with a slim 7-6 lead. Swerlinski up to the line.
1 lead line, high formation.
Jovicic, Marvy's got some room. Stiff arm.
Amos,
Mossberg hangs on. Yeah, very seldom Marv Mossberg doesn't come up with the tackle. Takes a stiff arm there and gets him down right around the 45.
Burkhart just stays right in behind his blocker, Shane, and just rolls right out the end.
Anthony actually tackles him right around the 43, it looks like. First down for the Tigers, and the first quarter has expired. French up 7-6.
That's the end of the first quarter.
First play of the second quarter, and he's mad at the line, Marv. There's a big defensive play by the Cougars.
I couldn't see who it was on that thing. Looked like Danny Reed.
I think it was Nick Kidd.
I believe you're right.
Big Nick Kidd rock, Marv.
He just got the handoff and just met him right as soon as he on the handoff.
Yeah, what a gamer he's been all season, Nick Kidd. Pound for pound, Marv. He's one of the toughest linemen in the league. Swalinsky now up to the line, 2nd and 11. 2 wide. Somebody left early, Marv. There's the penalty flag. I seen it bottom screen, number 30. Went too soon. I just caught him there out of the corner of my eye. I believe that's Burkhart, Marv. He was in a hurry.
Hey, when you make mistakes, try to make something happen.
That's going to bring up a 2nd and 16 now for the Tigers. Swalinsky now under snap, back to pass. He's getting some pressure, Marv, and it's
short.
Incomplete.
Pressure along with Don Lutz.
Yeah, Cougars putting no pressure on him there. Forced him out of the pocket, throwing it on the run, and falls incomplete. Going to bring up a 3rd and 16. Ball right around the Tiger 40, or I'm sorry, the Tiger 38-yard line. We'll call it the 37. He's got four wide receiver, 5 wide outs, Marv, from the shotgun. He's got a lot of time, and it's incomplete. You can't tell me he don't miss piles and score, Marv. Burkhart, the intended receiver there, and the Tigers are going to be forced to punt.
So our first punt of it. And now their first punt of the game.
First punt attempt
of the night. Left
back
in
deep.
The second quarter.
For the Cougars will be number 4, Jake Amos, number 9, Dave Bernoni. Tigers set to kick right around their own 25. Ball dodged right around the 40-yard line, so Cougars are going to have decent field position here, Mark, for their first possession of the second quarter.
They had no clear pressure on the kicker, Shane. I couldn't see who got in there. Almost got in with a hand on it.
10:40 remaining. Right here with 2 wide top screen. That's Don Lutz, and that's right. Mossberg back to pass. And he's looking deep, and it's incomplete.
Lutz tried to go to Lutz, but he had to drop back so far.
Yeah, he had Donnie Lutz open, but a lot of pressure forced him out of the pocket.
That looked like the tight end. The defensive end come around, Shane. Nobody even blocked him. And Anthony didn't. He'd have time to roll, run, and throw it.
2nd down 10 at the 30.
Brings up 2nd and 10 now for the Cougars. He's not getting a lot of time, Marv, so they're going to have to do some quick dump passes if we're going to throw the ball. Mossberg up to the line, 2 back set, 2 wide.
Rainey in, back.
Amos on the carry.
A heck of a block breaker for Amos.
Amos cuts it outside, Marv. He's still on his feet, and he's still going. Look at Jake Amos.
Jake Amos picks up the first down.
Bigger fans loving what they see there, Marv. Jake Amos can't be tackled out there in the flats. That's first down.
Shane right in front of Amos and just did a heck of a block on
Greeny?
Greeny.
Oh, he does it all the time. He will punish you out there, Marv, on both sides of the ball. Number 7, Heath Greenwood, playing more and more every week offensively.
The Tiger 48.
He gets it down to the Shadyside 48-yard line. Until work from the short side of the field now. Mossberg up the line. He's got 2 wide top screen.
Read back in. You're right to hammer right up the middle. Maybe pick up a half a yard.
Danny Reed on the carry.
Danny Reed on the carry.
I'd give him about a yard, maybe.
Saw made by Tim Johnson.
Get the spot the ball, but
second and 9.
we have second 9.
9:40 left on the clock.
That's the way Danny works, Marv. Get a yard here, a yard, 2 yards, 3 yards, and all of a sudden her bus won 16, 18, 20 yards.
Danny reads the game. He's out there to play the game. He loves the football game.
Very seldom one guy tackles Danny Reed. 5 formation now. That's Reed and Amos. Your wideouts, Bernoni and Lutz. And they go to Amos. Amos Marv cuts it up for about,
Jake Amos on the carry.
More looks like.
yeah, maybe 4 or 5 yards on the carry.
Saw made by Dustin Solowski.
It's going to bring up a 3rd and looks to be about 5.
3rd and 3.
3. Throw him off and it's a long 3.
Winding down to 9 minutes. Second quarter.
Fish were taking a lot of time trying to keep that ball dry. Cougars come up with a I formation backfield. That's Reed and Amos. Mossberg up to the line under snap. Mossberg on the carry here.
Mossberg gets loose.
And nobody can tackle Anthony Mossberg, Marv. How many times have we seen him do that? Wow.
I mean,
If you can't wrap that, man, you might as well forget it. He'll break it.
He had him for a loss, Shane, but Mossberg just outstrengths and outpowers him. He was outsized, and Mossberg just pulls away from him.
Been in the weight room, Mark, 12 months out of the year, and you seen it right there.
If you don't wrap him, hit him, he's not going down. When Andy Mossberg, if you hit him, he's going to hit you back.
I thought for sure he was thrown for a loss there. 1st and 10 Frontier. Mossberg up to the line now under snap. Amos loses his footing initially, Marvin. He's squirting ahead for a couple yards. Thus far, Marv, the Cougars just seem to be the more physical team here in the first half. Stevens has been their main tackler. Nobody's giving him much help. Ball inside the 35, right around the 33-yard line. Amos only gets 2, but he has to work hard for that. 2nd and 8, 7:50 remaining in the half. Frontier up 7-6.
Mossberg under snap, 2 back set, 1 load wide.
Mossberg back to pass. And he's got, looks like Jake Amos.
And he's down for got a first down.
It's going to be awful close, Marv.
Now he's got it, Shane.
Oh, yeah, he's got the first down. About Jake Amos, Marv. No guts, no glory. I tell you what.
Pick it up, Shane. And then they set it back down. By 4.
You know, Jake can't be 100%. I mean, when you get that fluid like he had, from my understanding, I mean, it weakens your system so bad. He doesn't look like it tonight here.
Poor ball squatting, Shane.
Looks like Frontier ain't going to get it. Here they go. 1st and 10, Mossberg under snap, hands off Danny Reed. Here goes Danny Reed.
Danny
Reed in for a big gain, Marv. It's hammer time.
Danny just rolls right out the end on the blocker, Shane.
He takes a pile of tacklers down along the sidelines there. And who's on the tackle but Josh Stevens? Kid's going to have a dozen tackles going into the half, Marv. Reed gets a first down on that play. Brings up 1st and 10 from the 15. Mossberg up to the line. Long count. They go to Amos, and he don't get much this time. The Tigers are right there on that play.
I believe it looked like a little bit of a mix-up right there, Shane. Bad handoff, and they just did a good job, looks to me, just to keep a hold of it.
The wind's picking up here, Marvin. The rain looks probably heavier than what it is. It's coming down in light sheets. 2nd 11.
6:30 left in the second quarter.
Mossberg up to the line, now checks things over, now under Creighton.
1 load wide receiver.
Oh, it's Amos on the carry, Marv. Threw me off there. He loses about 3 or 4 yards. Bring a 3rd ball. Boner on the stop. Finally, somebody gets a tackle other than Stevens.
We just wasn't no hole right there, Shane. It just closed up quick.
Wow, that was a huge loss there, Mark. Jeez.
3rd and 11.
3rd and 11 now for the Cougars. Don Lucher, lone wide out bottom screen. And he's got Don Lutz on a slant pattern. Don Lutz in for 6, Mark. And what a rifle by Anthony Mossberg, throwing it on a rope. Don Lutz says it's pay dirt time. I mean, that was a cannon there, Marv.
Hit right in the shoulder pads. Could have been a sweeter spot.
Lutz with a major mismatch on height advantage out there, Marv, and he made the Tigers pay. Wow. It was Don Lutz against, I believe it was 25 out there. I mean, what a hookup, Marv. We've seen that slam pattern work more than once this season. Lutz set to kick. Huge play for the Cougar offense on that touchdown. And it's blocked. So the Tigers come up with a big play here. Blocking the PAT, but Frontier Cougars connect with Mossberg to Lutz on a slam pattern on a 3rd and 11.
5:41 left in the second quarter. After the PT.
You know Ryan's chomping at the bit, Marv. We're going to split halves here with him. We're only now 2 in the booth here, film crew. And I mean,
that goes into the end zone.
There's 2. We're pulled. Looks like, I don't know who that was, like a couple Shadys, I mean, just laid out like Pittsburgh got double team right here on the sidelines. Goes into the end zone, Marv. You know Ryan's chomping at the bit. He's wanting to get up here.
We're
going to have to let him in there. He took vacation today to come to this game. The only reason he comes is to talk at most of them. I don't know if he watches a lot of them. This has been a good first half. Frontier 13, Shadyside 6.
5:40 in the second quarter.
Everybody wide here.
Whiskey under snap, 5 formation, and off the. Need to get that wrap and had him back there for a walk. Right
Jake
the
Amos
line.
and Heath Greenwood on the stop. He's about 5 yards on the carry.
Yeah, but they had him Shane right back, right after the handoff.
Yeah, somebody had him in the backfield there, Marv. I believe it might have been great. Wild Thing 2 checks in, 56. Mitch Williams checks in, defensive end for Corey Crate. 2nd and 5.
Let's get the line. 3-4 wide, Shane. Lutz with a tip.
By Don Lutz, Marv with a tip.
Quincy pass broken up by Dan Lutz.
Tell you what, Marv, he's been a huge asset
Right there in on that
all
end.
season long on both sides of the ball and special teams abilities.
Rain hasn't let up any yet. Lutz did a good job. He stays home there, just watches Sawicki, and just jumps up and bats it.
3rd and 5 with 5:30 remaining. Swilinski up to the line now. And here comes
right
Mitch Wright.
under
He's
pressure.
after him in a hurry, and he doesn't get to him, but there's a pick, Mark! Interception, Frontier!
Tyler
Yeah,
Harris.
they say he doesn't get it. My goodness, I thought he had Tyler Harris, and Swilinski is down. Mitch Wright was coming in a hurry, Marv. I took my eye off of it, but I'd say he got a heck of a lick on him. Mitch Wright, one of the smallest defensive players on the team, Marvin, he will stick you. I don't know if you got that or not. It had to be him because he had a
It was Mitch Wright going back, chasing after him.
Eric Swilinski is a big fella, I'm telling you, 6'4". He gets up, shakes it off. But I thought we had a pick there. It's hit the ground. So Cougar defense really picking it up here in the second quarter.
The Tigers set the punt.
Brony are due for Frontier.
Amos and Brunoni back deep.
Low snap.
Frontier's going to have excellent field position, Marv, right around the Shadyside 44.
2 backs out, 1 road wide, Lutz atop the screen.
They're double teaming Don Lutz, Marv.
Go long.
Mossberg going deep, and Lutz has broke both of them. Touchdown, 2 defenders. And you can't tell me Anthony Mossberg doesn't have a cannon. Wow.
Anthony just lays that up nice and pretty, Shane.
That one defender, Marv, was playing 12 yards off the ball, and Lutz runs by him. That is huge for the Cougars.
Timeout
Frontier.
Shane, after the Lutz's great catch there, looks like we're going to go for the 2-point conversion.
Mossberg under snap. Jake Amos is going to go in easily, Marv. Frontier up 21-6. And I mean, I've seen one of the most miraculous plays, Marv. And what arm strength. They say a lot of people's here to see the arm of Eric Swalinsky, but I'm telling you what, Anthony Mossberg has a cannon, Marv, and he is an athlete. Frontier up 21-6, and Don Lutz with a huge second touchdown of the night for him. Jake Amos just scored his 94th point of the season, Marv. He broke the school record, and he's going for 100. Don Lutz is pumped. He's kicking the ball clear into the... Look at that kick. That's one of the furthest kicks I've ever seen by a Frontier kicker, Marv. Deep into the... Probably is definitely the furthest kick I've seen by a Frontier kicker.
An extra 5 yards in the end zone. 5
yards into the end zone. Wow.
Too wide.
Loose ball on the field. Now Cougars got it, Mark. Frontier got it. Loose ball. Swalinsky drops the snap. And I think it's Nick Kidd, Marv. He always finds his way around the loose ball. And it is Kid Rock on the fumble recovery. That's his second fumble recovery of the season.
That's 3 of them Swalinsky has dropped back here.
Ball spotted on the Tiger 19.
The Mossberg back up to the line.
Mossberg on the keeper. Mossberg around the end. They still can't tackle him, Marv.
Looks like he back
about 7 yards on the carry, maybe more.
Made by Curtis Henson.
What offensive line opened nice hole right there at that time.
4:56 in the second quarter. Frontier 21, Shadyside 6.
That left side over there, Marv, looks like they opened a good hole. We got the big wall over there along with, I think, Adelsberger on that side.
Mossberg to the line. 2 back set. Go to the hammer.
Look at the hammer. Where'd he go?
He got hit right at the line.
I lost. I thought that was him. God blocking down there.
Stop made by Matt Swigard.
Swigard on the stop for the Tigers.
Actually, Danny must have thought he seen a hole right there, Shane. He cut it back up, and if he stayed out wide, I believe he would have had a first down.
Ball at the 10-yard line. 3rd and 1 now for the Cougars. 4:20 remaining in the half. Frontiers had a great second quarter. 21-6 Cougars.
And off to the
Danny Reed, he says, get out of my way. The hammer squirts ahead for a big first down play there, Marv, inside to 5.
Stop made by Mike Mantel and Billy Ferlini.
First and 5 yards to go. Mossberg to the line. Fire high.
Reed on the carry, Marvin. He is in for 6. It's hammer time here with 3:42 remaining. Frontier all of a sudden all over the Tigers.
27-6.
Wow.
The Tigers is shell-shocked.
With the last 2 weeks they had coming into this one, Marv, they got to be saying, here we go again.
Dan Luke to attempt the point after.
Luke set to kick the extra point.
Mossberg on the fake, Marv. He's in. Speed right there, right around the end. They're in for three-point conversion. We've been waiting for that all season.
We have seen that, haven't seen nothing except the last time we seen it was when Oliver was in there.
Yeah, number 2, Brian Oliver. How many times did he do that, Marv? This time, number 2, Mossberg on the keeper. Goes around the end frontier of big 29-6.
Frontier 29, 35-6.
Kicked it into the end zone the last 2 times.
Donnie loose, Marvin kicks that one far too, throw down to the 3-yard line.
And he's hit hard.
Hit there, Marv. How about Nick Kidd and number 32? That's Johnny Sawyer. Look at Johnny right there. I tell you, Johnny just loving to get in the action, Marv. He was key early in the season filling in. I tell you what.
What a player he was when he filled in for Danny.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, he's going to be a dandy next year. Number 32, Sawyer, and Nick Kidd on the stop.
Shane, I hadn't heard how the JVs did last week.
I know, they were undefeated, Marv, going into last week.
Zaleski quick pitch out.
Decent run, Marv gets about 8 yards.
Brought down, looked like a Danny Reed.
Drew Crawford.
Drew Crawford, Marv, they said on the stop. I don't know if they're reading the program right. I don't think Drew to be in there yet, but you never know. Cougars going with a quicker defensive set, keeping Harris in there.
Quick pitch out, going to the...
Davis, or no, that's Stevens, I think. Oh, good hard hit there, Marv.
Josh Stevens on the carry.
Josh Stevens on the carry. Looked like Greenwood on the stop.
Greenwood.
First down, Tiger. You can't lay down on this team, that's for sure.
Fred DePaulo, please come to the press box.
2:55 remaining in the half. Frontier up 29-6. But the Tigers getting something going here late in the quarter.
Tigers look like keep going the same play. They got one load wide. Draw right up the middle. There's nothing there.
Anywhere to go there, Marv. Tackled by a host of Cougars.
Josh Stevens on the carry.
Looks like Greenwood, Nick Kidd, Adelsberger, Mitch Wright all in there.
Stop made by Heath Greenwood.
It brings up a 2nd and 10.
Second down,
2:30 left on the clock.
And they got 4 wides now, Marv. Cougar secondary better pay attention.
Yes,
So let's get back to pass, and he's got pressure, and he hits a guy in the flats, and he's got a lot of room. And he's just hammered, Marv, by number 7, Greenwood. Good play by the Tigers to get out of bounds. 2:08 remaining.
Touchdown Tigers. Tackle made by Heath Greenwood.
Heath Greenwood always puts a slobber knocker on you.
Tell you what, Greeny will hit you. Tigers trying to get something going here. They find themselves in a hole.
Whiskey under snap. 3 wide.
Whiskey back to pass. And oh my, he caught that ball. The whistles were blown early. Oh, no, that boy caught that ball. That was a good catch. Got 2 defenders right there.
Illegal motion.
I never seen a flag, Marvin.
I didn't see a flag either.
You got that flag, you're going to call a penalty.
Maybe they didn't get the laundry to get wet.
Yeah, maybe that's the case. Kind of hurt the Tigers there a little bit, Marv. I'll start thinking about using some timeouts here. If they can't stop the ball by getting first down. 2:05 remaining.
4 wide.
Smolenski
1 lane back.
Shotgun. And he's wide open, Marv. Frontier playing the zone. And he's got about 14 yards on that reception.
You got to play man-to-man on that.
Evan Klein on the reception. Tell you what, Marv, I would have taken a timeout there because they're using some valuable time on the board. 1:35 remaining here. Smolenski from the
Staying
shotgun.
with the 4 wide.
He's got a man, Marv, wide open in the flats, and he's got a Shadyside right back in this.
Shady finally find something to work.
Looks like Burkhardt, number 30, on the catch. I believe it is.
A minute 23 left on the clock.
Shadyside gets the ball, start the second half, Mark, so they really needed that to boost them. But they've got a hold Frontier with 1:23 remaining here in the half. Going for two. Levinsky up now under snap.
Two wide in the corners.
And catches it for 2 points. Jake Amos returns from his own 10. Jake Amos down the middle of the field. He's still on his feet, Mark.
Jake Amos about the 43-yard line. He got a minute 17 on the clock. Under snap on the 40-yard line.
1:17 remaining.
Amos.
They're keeping it on the ground here, Mark. Maybe they're happy with the lead they got.
I'll tell you, this team here, Shane, you can never be satisfied.
Yeah. They don't want any mistakes.
Lewinsky can bring them back real quick.
We're under a minute.
Mossberg under snap. Two back set, one load wide loop, top of screen.
Look at Danny Reed, Marv. That's first down, Frontier.
Look at that timeout, Frontier.
Danny Reed with a good run. Devolio on the stop. Frontier right in midfield here, Marv.
I guess Frontier didn't call timeout, Shane.
Not right there. First down, they stopped the clock to start the ball.
Here's the halftime score. Margin Ferry 35, St. Clairsville nothing.
35 and a half seconds remaining in the half. Frontier up 29-14.
Lutz, you lone wide.
Double team once again. I mean, they're scared to death of Don Lutz.
Mossberg on the keeper on the end.
Look at Mossberg, Marv. Here he goes. First down, Frontier. Mossberg down to about the 34. 22 seconds remaining. Frontier, I believe, still has 2 timeouts left, Marv. Don Lutz went on a fly pattern, taking the defenders down. Good play called by Coach Morris. Everybody from the secondary was going to tackle him on that side of the field. At least not until he got down there quite a ways. Timeout, Frontier.
16.7 seconds left on the clock. Lone wide out.
Mossberg on the keeper. Mossberg around the end. Mossberg got some room. He's got a first down. That stops the clock, Marv.
8.5 seconds left on the clock.
Tell you, Mossberg piling up some yardage here late in the second quarter, real late in the second quarter. 8.5 seconds remaining. How about Donnie Lutz with a monster field goal here, Marv?
Timeout, Frontier.
Would be a long one, wouldn't it?
High formation, 2 wide.
Second
8.5 seconds left on the clock. Mossberg rolls back. He breaks it up to Lutz.
Well, I thought he caught it, Marv. Good play there by number 34. He almost caught that ball. That ends the half. No, it doesn't end the half, Marv. Good play there. Frontier's got no strikeout in 2.2 seconds. Well, I'll tell you what, that was good fine thrown football right there, Marvin.
Yeah, he double teamed. Burkhardt just gets in front of him.
In my opinion, Burkhardt and Stevens are best defenders out there, and you've got to match them on that side against Donnie Lutz.
Mossberg under snap, 3 wide.
Got Jake Amos wide out of the backfield now, Marv. Look out, he can be dangerous.
Mossberg under pressure.
Pass is incomplete, Marv. We go to the half. Frontier up 29-14. Well, getting ready here for second half action. Frontier up 29-14, and Ryan had a first half layoff there. He's back up here with us now, and I find ways to get around things, Shane. The rain's starting to pick up a little bit. Mossberg had 53 yards, and Mossberg. I mean, Amos had 53 yards. I think Danny Reed had 51 yards there in the first half. So very well-rounded running game in the first half. Mossberg threw some big strikes to Don Lutz. Ryan Lutz got 2 touchdowns on the game. Amos has one, and Reed has the other.
You got to give Jake a lot of credit, Shane. I don't know if you talked about it earlier, but you know, he's still suffering from flu-like symptoms. I guess I talked to his brother today, and he said he was really sick yesterday. But you got to give the kid a lot of credit, a lot of heart to come out here and play. He's been running hard, Shane.
Yeah, we mentioned that more than once there in the first half, Jake. That flu really takes wear and tear on your body, but he's doing a fine job out there tonight. Cougars need to get a little more pressure on Walensky. He put a shotgun there in that last series. Didn't do bad.
We got to get after him, and that's. You know, they found something to work with out of the shotgun.
Ball field's starting to become a little soggy out there. You think I'd play in the hands of in favor of the Cougars, but both teams able to throw and catch the ball tonight, somewhat to my dismay with the weather conditions.
Got little Hunter Lemley out here, Shane.
Hunter Lemley right here at the bottom plays on the kickoff team. It's Tyler Harris there in front of him, Dave Bernoni, Mitch Wright. Looks like Cody Williams. Yeah, Cody Williams.
I didn't know if you guys played
the other side too well.
There's some important games tonight in our region.
Yeah, I've mentioned most of them, I think, Ryan.
Okay, I didn't know if you remember them or not.
That's a pretty good memory. No, I got them written down. I didn't remember all. I even added a few that maybe ain't real tight, like I had Reedsville Eastern in there, just hoping to get into the playoffs. Probably may win the rest of their games and still not get in.
Boy, Donnie Lutz, what a whale of a job he's done on the kickoffs tonight.
Oh, just a great job. He kicked one into the end zone.
Shane, trouble. Trouble, Shane. What a tackle by Mossberg. That would have been a touchdown.
Big return. Workhart gets it in Cougar territory to the 45.
People having trouble getting footing out there, Shane, and just let him right through the middle.
Anthony, he's a hard guy to juke. I mean, he knows how to watch your legs, watch your hips. He can move
Frontier defense.
We've got to step up, Shane.
Playing a short field right now.
Play defense like we did there towards the end of the first quarter, early second. We really played some good defense. And there's a mystery man there, Shane. Taylor Jovic, or whatever they call him.
I forget they've mentioned
Jovic. Anyways, he wasn't even supposed to play tonight. Last I heard, I think he was kind of a shock to all of us.
I think it's Jovicic is how you pronounce it. He had a pretty good first half.
Yeah, he wasn't even supposed to play. He's only a sophomore, Shane. Good running back there for Shadyside.
It's like Danny Reed and Harris on the last stop there. Picks up 5 yards, brings up second and 5. Swirlinski under snap.
He's going to pass. Body up in the air, straight up in the air. Swirlinski catches it. Should have just let that ball fall, Shane, really. He lost yardage because of that.
Yeah, he actually caught that. I didn't.
Yeah, Don Lewis has been in there several times getting his hand for the ball, and he needs to watch the ball once it goes in the air.
Swirlinski hits himself on the helmet there. He knows.
Yeah, he should have let that ball just hit the ground. Now he's faced with 3rd and a long 10. Lost about 6 yards on that play.
Frontier's been on the positive end of the breaks tonight, Ryan.
Wow, now they got 4 wideouts. Got to be aware here. Dave Bernani needs to cheat to that right side a little bit, I believe. Mossberg right in front of him, Shane.
Gets the first down. Workhart on the reception.
Anthony gave too much cushion.
Anthony Mossberg on the tackle.
Yeah, Cougars really giving a lot of cushion there on that last series too, just sitting back too far.
First down.
Yeah, not a guy you want to.
I don't know. I think it'd be better to go the man instead of the zones.
Usually not a guy you want to throw at right there, but they've picked on Mossberg a couple times tonight. It's just a matter of time before something happens. Yeah.
29-14 your score, 10-15 remaining here in the third quarter.
Shadyside catches a break on 3rd and long. Up the middle, Kovic.
Jovicic gets it down.
I ain't got that name down.
Gets it down inside the 30, about the 28.
Yeah, when you can get 5-6 yards, guys, on first down, that's a big blow to Frontier right there. They've got to stop them on first down. Make it 2nd and 3rd and long situations. Now they're faced with only 2nd and a short 5 yards to go. I look for them to go right back to the running game here again. They do. That's what
Ain't
you gotta
nothing
do,
there. You
right
got
there.
Cougar stepping up big.
Nick Kidd in
52,
there.
Nick Kidd, 7 Greenwood, and number 12, Harris. Nick Kidd's had some big plays tonight.
That's what you got to do there, guys. That's what I'm talking about. Make him either lose a yard or only give him a gain of a yard or 2.
3rd and 7 now.
You got to kind of play up on these guys. I know you got that factor of them beating you, but it's still, you know, it's a little harder to get beat on a deep pass.
They got receivers galore.
4 wide.
Need to get pressure on him this time. Good cut.
Oh my, penalty flag. They called that on Mossberg. I'll tell you what, that was iffy.
That's fine if you're going to call interference there. How about the last play of the quarter or half of it there? Jake Havens, he got literally leveled at the goal line. They didn't call nothing.
Well, I thought Mossberg did a good job of batting that ball down. So they're going to get a first down now. That's a tough break for the Cougars. I'm telling you, Ryan, I would not throw on Anthony Mossberg's side. I said that in the first half. He is the best cornerback
just a matter of
in the area. I think he's the best I've seen this far in the league. And we've seen every league team except for Bellsville and Monroe Central.
Now your face is 1st and 10 from the 15, I'll call it the 16-yard line. From the shotgun again is Strelinsky.
Strelinsky's going to keep it.
Looked like to me Don Lutz got held, Shane, but no call.
Decent run there, gets it down about the 10-yard line. Looks like Mitch Wright was there.
I was going to say, I thought that was a little crazy to pass it on first down there. They had it figured out what they was going to do. They was going to run Strelinsky
8:35 remaining, and Shadyside definitely in this ball game. Only down 29-14, and they're threatening here. Frontier would like to see a turnover here. 2-back set. Strelinsky under snap. You don't get much there.
Nick Kidd again, I believe.
No.
That's Cody Heine.
Yeah, he's too tall to be Nick Kidd. That's 36, Cody Heine.
Good tackle. Cody Heine. Didn't give him no gain, I believe.
Good job by Cody Heine. And
Good hit and good route.
that's when you need a big play, and Cody steps up big.
3rd and 5 here. Strelinsky will go from the shotgun again.
He's got receivers galore.
He's a drop back
him on a
pass.
keeper here, too.
Once again in front of Mossberg, 1st down.
Wow. They're not afraid of Anthony Mossberg, that's for sure. They turned it to inside here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, they're actually putting 3 wide on the top of your screen, but they're going to the guy, the lone on the bottom. That's what he's done the last 2 plays now to Burkhart.
Using a lot of clock here, 7:30 remaining in the 3rd quarter.
I tell you guys, I hate to see that touchdown by Shadyside before the half.
3-back set. Look at Mossberg.
Greenwood in there also.
Yep. Mossberg hits him initially. Give him maybe a yard. Gets you down to about the 3. Cougars need a big stance here. I'd bring in some of my big guys here, maybe. Goal line defense. Looks like we're sticking with the same defensive set. 2nd and 3 with 6:50 remaining. 3-back set once again. Strelinsky under snap.
Nothing. Maybe a couple. Shane,
Cougars going to hold them to 3rd and about 2.
Eric Strelinsky, the ball carrier.
That's a mistake. That was 44.
Yeah. Correction, Josh Stevens.
Stevens, I'll tell you what, Ron, what if half he had defensively? I bet he had over a dozen tackles. He was the only one out there working hard tackling for the Tigers. He comes out a little gimpy there holding his arm. When he goes down defensively, they've got problems.
3rd and short, Shane.
They're going to try to probably throw the ball.
Watch for just a quick hit. Shane.
Strelinsky back to pass. He's got a lot of time.
He got it in there, Shane.
10 for 6. Number 10 on the reception.
Eric Strelinsky to receive Luckhart.
That's Luckhart on the reception there. So, tell you, we got a game 29-20 in favor of the Cougars. Look for Tigers here to maybe go for 2.
I still don't. I'll tell you, Shane, I'm still surprised Monroe held these guys to only 7 points. Why they pass the ball? Holy cow!
I'm surprised Monroe only scored 14 on these guys. Frontier puts up 29 in the first half. Smolenski back to pass. Wide open. Yeah, number 3. 29-22. Pass is complete. But we got laundry on the field, Ryan. Looks like hopefully it's on the Tigers. But I doubt it.
It's probably a pass interference or holding or something in Frontier.
Yeah, holding.
It's on us because we're walking.
Holding penalty against Frontier. Penalty is declined. Still good. 6:04 remaining third.
Can't eat it.
Tigers setting the kick from the 50-yard line due to a holding penalty on the PAT.
You might as well put this one on the 20. His name is Smolenski. Yep.
Amos gets it in the end zone there, and Frontier gonna start from their own 20, Ryan. They've got to get something going, Marv. I tell you.
Yeah, while Shadyside's moving the ball, Shane, you better get it in the end zone.
Yeah, they need to start working on that 4-man coverage out there. There's so many open.
I mean, Smolenski, ain't no wonder he's in such good shape. He don't even play defense, guys.
Yeah, he only plays one way. He doesn't do a bunch of running. He's a drop back type passer.
Yeah, you can do that, but you need to get pressure and always making
Mossberg under snap. Jake Amos on the sweep. And it's snuffed out well by the Tigers. Brings up a 2nd and 13. Danny Reed on the carry. I'm sorry, it's Amos on the carry. Give him about 5-6 yards. It's going to bring up about 3rd and 8. Amos lost his footing.
3rd
and 9, Mossberg under snap. Mossberg back to pass. He caught that! Look at Donnie Luce. Donnie Luce with a great catch, Ryan, but he fumbled it. Tough break for the Cougars. What a catch by Donnie Luce.
and those where you should just come in and take your yards and change.
Shane, I tell you, now you talk about a heck of a catch, my land. That's a tough break for Donnie Luce. He's got to be disgusted, but you've got to pick it up. You can't get your head down. I tell you, we got a nail biter, Shane.
He almost got a whack. But he ended up fumbling when he tried to get a whack.
What is that ball is there, Ryan? You got to hang on because that ball's wet.
Smolenski from the shotgun. They're going to go shotgun a lot here in the second half, I guarantee you. That's Burkhardt on the carry.
That's Jacoby.
Jovicic, I'm sorry. Good run there by Jovicic. Amos on the stop. First down Tigers, they got 4 wide. Smolenski on the carry, he's still on his feet, and he's still going. And he's down the middle of the field. I don't think Mossberg's going to catch him. Shadyside right back in this. I mean, we got a ball game from Fleming Field. 29-28. The Tigers come storming back in the second half. 4:01 remaining in the third quarter.
Shane, it's all about hitting guys low and wrapping your arms and making plays. It's not doing on defense. That's just the bottom line.
And you know, Smolenski's fresh, Ryan. He only plays one way. Only plays offense. Mossberg gave him a change, but Smolenski was already off to the races. They're going to kick it here to tie it up. Smolenski takes a long time on them kicking shoes, that's for sure.
Bad snap.
We got it. It's happened good. We're not at a 29.
Shane, this is a 0-9 game for the Tigers. They got to have this game.
So we've got a good old-fashioned barn burner here from Shadyside High, Fleming Field. Smolenski set the kick, and we're not at a 29. 4:01 remaining in the third quarter. Back deep for the Cougars, Jake Amos.
Time now for Frontier. They need to put a drive together and get in the end zone.
Now, they were in a seesaw match a week ago at home against Caldwell and come up victorious.
That's in the end zone again.
It's through the end zone, and Frontier's going to start their own 20.
Cougars will begin at their own 20-yard line.
Mossberg under snap. Danny Reed on the carry, looks like, gets about 3 yards. They had him stopped at the line of scrimmage, but Reed broke through for another yard or two.
Danny Reed, the ball player.
Now is when you just got to go
On the tackle.
run down their throats, Ryan.
Well, that's right. Eat up the clock and put points on the board.
Yeah, because they are dangerous when they're on the offensive side of the ball. Tigers got somebody hurt. They got the gurney out here on their sidelines. Mossberg up to the line, 2-back set. Mossberg on the end around. He's got some room. Oh my! Wow!
Yeah, he got hit too.
Heath Greenwood says, "Get out of my road!"
He's talking about him.
No, I'm talking about Heath Greenwood. You didn't see that slobber knocker he laid on somebody. I mean, you can't stand around while the play's going on when Heath Greenwood is on the field. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen. Do not stand around and watch your fellow teammates tackle Anthony Mossberg, because Greeny's going to come in and will lay one on you. 3:12 remaining.
Smelling salt.
I don't know whether we got a player down here or what it is on the Shadyside sideline. I assume it's a player.
30-yard line.
Mossberg up to the line, 2-back set. Loose ball.
Shane.
Coming up a second and long. Second and 9 or 10 or 11. 10. Second and 11. Mossberg under snap. Quick pitch outside to Amos, and he don't have much. I mean, he's just has nowhere to work.
Shane, I don't know where the blocks are at, but they ain't up front right now. I'm here to tell you.
It's going to bring up 3rd and long. Ball to 25.
Ken Vaughn on the tackle.
3rd and 15.
Vaughn on the stop for the Tigers. Now,
Not only Shane, the sleet, misty rain, whatever you call it's letting up now, Shane. That even makes it even more favorable for Shane.
Frontier bringing in 3 players.
Only Heine stepping out.
We got 2 wide top screen.
Mossberg from the shotgun.
That pass is complete.
He fell, Shane.
I tell you, it's going to be off the Oh, yeah, definitely. I see the stick now. I seen it laying down. Donnie Lutz catches it. Frontier's going to have to punt.
Joel Burkhardt defending.
Burkhardt defending
Down
here.
2.
4th and a long one. They're showing 1 on the board. I tell you, you go forward here, Ryan. That's a gutsy call. My goodness. Oh my goodness. You talk about a gutsy call. Watch him maybe try to take a long snap here and get him to jump. Mossberg got it. You got to go to your bread and butter, Ryan, on 4th and 2. You go to Anthony Mossberg. Wow.
About a gutsy call.
Talk about a gutsy call for veteran coach Russ Morris. I'll tell you what, we were holding our breath.
Yeah, but you don't want to let it. You don't want to give them the ball back tied up either, Shane. You had to. I mean, it's a rough call, but
I tell you, you didn't have much time. I thought maybe he'd take a time out and think about it, but he didn't. He said, "We're going with our horses." Anthony Mossberg, he's like butter. He's on a roll.
he needs
1st
to get
and
on the roll
10.
here, Shane, get us in the end zone.
High formation.
They go to Jake Amos.
Shane, he's weak, Shane.
Jake Amos on the
Tell him,
carry.
it's just that sickness. That's rough on you, I'm telling you.
Shot made by
He ain't
Steve
making the
Burkhardt and Don
Cuts up in
DeVolio.
the middle like he normally does here in the second half. First half, he went
And loses a couple yards. Yeah, Danny Reed might be your go-to man here on the ground in the second half. And we're knotted at 29 as the final seconds expire
Give him a break. Give Jake a break.
in the 3rd quarter. Frontier probably won't get this one off. Mossberg up the line under snap.
He does.
He's got Donnie Lutz. And Donnie Lutz breaking tackle. Donnie Lutz down the middle of the field. 6 points. He is off. He's loose. It's pay don't. Don Lutz, 3 touchdowns tonight. Final second of the 3rd quarter. The Giraffe is in for 6.
Go hand loose.
You double team it and he still burns you. And you can hear a pin drop other than myself screaming over here on this side of Fleming Field.
Well, when you got a quarterback like Swalinsky, you don't get too nervous, though, Shane.
I know. I mean, I'm telling you, we got a barn burner in Shadyside. Frontier, right back on them here. Now with 35 points.
Go back a little bit for 2 points.
And how huge are 2 extra points going to be here as this game progresses? Mossberg up to the line under snap.
Here. Just the wind is blowing pretty good that way.
Mossberg around the end.
Did he get it?
I don't think he did. Did not get it. Oh, we got a good old-fashioned barn burner here from Shadyside, Ohio. Frontier misses the extra point. They're only up by 6, 35-29. They go for 2 on Mossberg on the end around. And Lutz has had some strong kickoffs tonight.
Yeah, if he gets a good one here, it's going to go because he's got the wind in his favor. But it is low. It's going to stay in there.
Right at the 4-yard line.
Oh, yeah, not this time.
It's down about the 34. Oh, he's down. What? That whistle was blind, Ron. I'm not sure about that. He didn't hear the whistle, so he kept going.
On the return.
I thought he was down. I did too. Apparently not.
Tigers again at their own 34.
Wow, I don't know about that one. Hey, he gets field position, Ryan. Clear down to about the 45.
Yeah, about another 10 yards or so right there after that. Maybe more.
So Swalinsky now under snap.
They're set up in a running type formation there.
Nothing. The Cougars step it up. There, gang tackle.
That's what they need right there.
Cougar fans getting nuts over there now.
There's Henry Reed right in there along with
I think it's
kind of a favorable spot if you ask me.
might have been Bruce Adelsberger there. 61. Looks like he was in the middle of it.
Lost the lot,
Bruce and Bruce, I believe, was right there. Second and 14.
now you're going to see 4 wide.
We got to get pressure on Swalinsky. He's had all day back here to throw the ball. Hand off and maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Got about 5 yards.
Before Creighton on the stop for the Cougars.
Stop made by Danny Reed.
I give Reed credit there, but I think it was Creighton. Reed might have been in there too. He's been there all night long. Danny Reed's played a very good defensive game.
And right here is where you got to have a stop here. Talk about red.
Third and 10.
Yeah, they need something huge here. 10:40. I mean, we got a whole quarter yet to play. They got wide receivers galore. It's like a delay game. Timeout, Shadyside. They look confused there. They come out of that huddle. So Shadyside forced to use a timeout with 10:25 remaining in the game.
And 4 wide, 3 top screen.
Boy, the wind's really whipping now, guys. That's going to be picked off.
Anthony Mossberg, give him 5 to 10 for grand theft.
You cannot throw into that wind like that, Shane.
And here goes Mossberg down the field. Look out, he's loose. Mossberg with a huge return. He's still gone. Look at it. Oh my goodness, what a return. We got an outsider on the field and he's wearing number 2.
Shane, you cannot throw into that wind like that. That was a bad play.
He returned that ball.
He should have ran that ball, Shane. He had this left side was wide open and he had all kinds of daylight. And
How can you not tackle him?
How could you throw that ball?
Anthony does a good job. He stays right with his blocker, Shane.
Swalinsky had all day. They've got to get more pressure on him. This game's far from over.
Shane, he's hurt. He's holding his wrist. He is hurt.
I don't even think he was hit. Well, maybe on
Yeah,
that
he went over and tried to make
get
the tackle.
Mossberg, I tell you what, that guy can run the ball, can he? Wow. Look at him. Here he is. Under snap, 2 back
2-point
set.
conversion.
He fumbled it. Still got it.
Oh, he didn't get it.
He got pushed over, Shane, when he caught it.
That's close. Jake Amos gets the point conversion.
conversion.
43-29. I mean, you're talking about a lot of points. This is an exciting game to watch.
Shane,
A lot of time. 10 minutes left in the game here.
Shane, I'll tell you what, you talk about the kid, I don't know where he gets his energy from as Mossberg. He's staying back right now. He's probably about 4 out.
Three.
Got to make tackles,
Hit
guys.
right.
You get him down this time. Quit bear hugging him. Look at this guy. This guy.
Tell you what, that guy's
He's tough. Look at that.
it takes a whole team to get that thing. I'm not going to the polio.
Jeez.
That kid can't be tackled there. Man.
I don't know if you call him ravioli or cavoli or whatever you want to call him.
I tell you what, you got to get around the guy's legs if you're going to be that
Nick
strong.
Kidd on the tackle.
That kid and 8 other kids.
That kid, I don't know how you can give any one person that tackle. Took about, give that kid credit there.
Here comes Walensky.
He's got a lot of
again.
A lot of heart.
He set the all-time school record here, career passing yards, well over 5,000.
He is a heck of a quarterback, guys. There's no doubt about that.
Let's get it in the snap. 3 wide. 1 lane back.
Good blocking. I'll tell you what, that's a good blocking offensive line. I'm telling you, he's got it. Get that offensive line. Shadyside credit.
He's got plenty of time to throw.
We got a little bit of better pressure that time, but he moved out of the pocket, found Burkhart. Mossberg slipped again, and he's really been throwing a lot to number 30.
I'll tell you what, Mossberg's got a lot of mileage on these legs here in this game.
Well, yeah, he had just had that interception return, and he ran after Shalinsky there on that play last time on that keeper. He's got to be getting tired, no doubt about that.
Walensky under snap. 2 back, 3 wide, 4 wide. From the shotgun.
There you go, the draw play. Let's hear him snuffed it out pretty well.
Got about maybe 3-4 yards.
Taylor Kovacic on the carry. Shot made
I
by
might have
Danny
seen some of
Reed.
that Shenandoah film.
Along
That
with
might have got
Junior.
hurt us a little bit there in that ball game.
.8:55 on the clock, 4th quarter. 2nd and 8.
We had all our fans in the stands. We looked like we had a lot of people. How many of them stand along?
They're not trying to keep
Nice
warm.
crowd for the weather, Shane. I'm here to tell you.
Walensky under snap.
Back to
Back to
pass.
pass.
Pressure.
Bruce Allen, Gardner's coming out, Bruce!
That kid credit there.
Here comes Walensky.
He's got a lot of We got a little bit of better pressure that time, but he moved out of the pocket, found Burkhart. Mossberg slipped again, and he's really been throwing a lot to number 30.
I'll tell you what, Mossberg's got a lot of mileage on these legs here in this game.
Well, yeah, he had just had that interception return, and he ran after Shalinsky there on that play last time on that keeper. He's got to be getting tired, no doubt about that.
Walensky under snap. 2 back, 3 wide, 4 wide. From the shotgun.
There you go, the draw play. Let's hear him snuffed it out pretty well.
Got about maybe 3-4 yards.
Taylor Kovacic on the carry. Shot made
I
by
might have
Danny
seen some of
Reed.
that Shenandoah film.
Along
That
with
might have got
Junior.
hurt us a little bit there in that ball game.
.8:55 on the clock, 4th quarter. 2nd and 8.
We had all our fans in the stands. We looked like we had a lot of people. How many of them stand along?
They're not trying to keep warm.
Nice crowd for the weather, Shane. I'm here to tell you.
Walensky under snap.
Back to
Back to
pass.
pass.
Pressure.
Bruce Allen, Gardner's coming out, Bruce!